Hi, Dr. Starling at the Healing Center Denver, and I wanted to answer the question, why do you need to order a microbiome panel? And what does that mean, right? So a microbiome panel is going to be a stool panel looking at what is making up this thing called a microbiome. And a microbiome are the 100 trillion bacteria that live in your GI tract, okay? And they are magical because they actually interface with your nervous system, your immune system. They produce vitamins that you have to have, like vitamin K. They produce what's called short chain fatty acid, or food for the intestinal cells to eat. They break down the mucus and then reproduce new mucus, so they keep the barrier healthy. They inhibit bad bacterial growth, and they promote healthy colonies. But when you have a healthy microbiome, which you should periodically get tested, and the one that I like the best is Microbiome Labs. And they really give you this breakdown of what the heck is going on in your GI tract, just the what so. And they also test for the most common bacterial, fungal, viral, and parasitic agents that are commonly present, and to make sure you don't have those. And then they also go through and tell you what's actually growing and what's not growing and what you need a little more of. And more importantly, you want to look for a ratio. It's a balance between these bacteria called Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes. And that ratio, when it's in balance, is really important because it's going to produce the right amount of things. You're not going to gain weight really easily. Often when we gain weight really easily, it's actually a result of an imbalance in our microbiome coupled with inflammation and or bad calories, that kind of thing. But it's usually inflammation and microbiome are the two big ones, right? So when we look at this, that's what we're looking at. And so having a microbiome test done from a reputable source, because they're not all that good, not all of them do the proper gene sequencing. Some of them do like what's called a 16 SNP or 32 SNP. We want like the full genome. And that's why we run those. And so those are super important. They're very powerful. If you ever want to get one, you can. Trying to interpret it can be a little challenging if you don't have someone who really can help you understand what that all means. But short of doing a GI map or a microbiome GI panel, you really, if you can focus on increasing the broad spectrum of your foods, of plant-based materials, that's going to be the best way for you to ensure a healthy microbiome. Minimize sugar, take herbicides and pesticides out of your life, which does mean eat organic, and eat a high level of vegetable or plant-based material, predominantly vegetables. You are going to really do a lot of good for yourself. So hopefully that is helpful and why you should run a microbiome lab and get one.